Hi, all Agent here. We're going to do another cruiser video. We're going to play a 4v5. Um, first, first off, we're going to head out from mid. I know the last video I posted, I went to near first, which is pretty rare. I'll almost always go for mid. I don't necessarily sit on it the entire time and cap it. We're actually going to see that in this video. So we're going to drive over to mid. I see this guy coming, so I'm going to start shooting because sometimes suppression fire works. They don't want to step right out into a hail of laser fire, but it's not going to work on this time. So I got that first sliver of the capture done. I'm going to get off of the point because I don't know how this is going to go. There's 2 enemies here, 3 enemies, 2 in the sky, 1 on the ground. He's pretty powerful because he's got 2 chain shredders. So we're going to try to shoot those guns off, but I don't want to sit on the point and continue capturing it if I'm not going to be able to finish the capture, and they're going to kill me and then just take basically all the hard work that I've done for themselves. So we're going to shoot this guy's guns off. He's no longer a big threat. Then I'm going to get back on the point, heavily damaged. We're down to 31% health, but we do still have 5 guns and all 4 wheels. So we got to finish that cap. And we're going to fight until the death. I'm not going to run away, probably not going to escape anyway, so I'm going to do as much damage as I can before they finish me off. And we've got another guy in there stalling the cap, but I'm not sure if he was doing it on purpose or not. I don't know if he popped his EMP. I see he has one, but he didn't use it. We are playing on alt account. It does have MMR in League of over 1,800. I played with some friends and I wanted to start out with them in platoon and league. We didn't do any battle arena and a platoon of 3. We just did league, and then they played some other games, and now I still play on this account sometimes when I want to make videos, because a lot of my videos are more geared towards newer or mid-level players as opposed to high level. There's not really anything that high level players, that stick to the meta are going to learn through my videos, except how I play, and most of them already know. But it wasn't looking good either. We didn't have any shield for a minute. They've got a 10% lead on us. We didn't even capture our near point. I wasn't even paying attention to what was going on, and I noticed we didn't have near when I respawned, and kind of in my head I was like, what the fuck, what's going on here? I know we're short a man, but that's no reason to not have near point at the beginning of the match. So I went over there, captured that too. I guess we were shooting at him upside down after I flipped. I have a tendency to scope and drive a lot at the same time, so occasionally I'm going to run into stuff, flip over, make general derpy mistakes because I know the maps well, but not well enough, even after all this time, to know exactly where I'm at when I'm scoped in and driving around and maneuvering and trying to avoid fire. You can only do so much with my old brain. So we're going to go back over to mid, start fighting over here. Tap firing, as you can see, I let off when my crosshair expands all the way and let it close back down to get my accuracy back. And then I fire again over and over. So we're going to try to degun this guy. There's no point in sitting on the point with some of them on it, so you're better off staying moving, circle the enemy, just stay moving. It makes you a harder target. Even if you're a large target, you're a harder target if you stay moving. So we're going to stay moving. We're going to fight it out. No sense in running again. Hoping my allies would kind of jump in and help, but looks like one of them may not have enough guns and was scared, backed off. I don't know if he healed. But I'm not trying to pick on people's builds here, but this is not good. He's got low-level plasmas, and several of them are blocked by his electroplates, which are also poorly mounted. Not one of the greatest builds. This is an important aspect of this game, is coming up with a decent build. Anyway, we'll talk about builds again later. This is the first crystal, and usually it doesn't matter, but our morale's got to be pretty low right now because the enemy's got twice as much crystals as we do. And we got a guy on mid taking that. So we're going to shoot at the crystal here. The enemies, if they play the way most people will, they're going to try to stop us from taking this first crystal, not knowing that it's not really important. The second crystal is the one that's important. So I do some damage to that guy, and I try to de-gun him, but I'm not able to save my ally, and the crystal has got to be, that protonium eruption has got to be my focus, so I can even the odds here and hopefully get morale back up on the team and turn this match around. So that's what we did. Going to drive back over to defend midpoint. We're going to take on the chain shredder guys, but we're going to keep a little bit of a distance, stay moving. I do a lot of circles and loops in this cruiser. It makes you a hard target, and it also presents all the different sides of your vehicle for them to shoot, so they can't really focus on one area and bore right down in there. So we're going to finish this guy off. Normally I don't hunt kills, but we've got 2 points. He's right there. There's no sense in letting him live and regenerate, so I am going to finish him off this time. And we're just going to kind of hang out over here for a minute and see what happens. I don't like to just bum rush points without evaluating what's going on first. A lot of people think they're helping when you're short by bum rushing far over and over again. But a lot of times that's not actually helpful. They need to be fighting with the team, and if you had that one other player fighting with you, it could dramatically change the outcome of these battles over mid and near, because if you can't hold mid and near, you're not going to hold far, and flipping it once in a while, all it's going to take is one enemy respawning to pop over there and recapture it. So there's not a lot of point in taking far if you can't keep mid and near. The only time you really need to take far is when you're going to take that shield down. You're going to go in and rush, which is the plan right now, but we got to kill these guys first. I definitely want to help my teammates out. It's now me versus 2 of these guys over here alone. Don't want him to heal. I want to finish him off. Actually, not alone. We've got a aircraft over there, but now they've recapped our near point, and we've got a guy on their near point, which is our far point. So we're going to stop him. I'm actually not going to shoot his legs. If you notice, I shot the blocks off above his legs. A lot of times that's easier than actually shooting legs up, depending on their health boost. And in that case, it might have been easier to shoot the legs off, but a lot of times I like to just saw those connections right off and just cut the legs off at the source as opposed to actually destroying the legs. So again, like I said earlier, I like to evaluate what's going on. I would really, really like to rush back over to near, but luckily my allies got with the program and they're recapturing near now. So what I want to do is sit here and be ready to defend either mid or far. And far is mostly capped already, so I'm going to sit at far and try to defend it. Chain Shredder guy's got a shield, which is a good idea with a build like that. He did manage to get the point. There's kind of a collision bug where a lot of the cruisers I build tend to jam up on the ground right before the point. And I don't like it, but there's really nothing we can do about it besides wait for Free Jam to fix it. So we're going to take out the 2 enemies over here, recap far, and hopefully my allies, the other 3 guys on there, are going to be able to take mid back, and then we can raid their base. That would be ideal. It's pretty much the only way we're going to solidify the win on this match. We're a little bit ahead right now, and my teammates are doing a lot better. But I'm still worried that we're not going to win because we are outnumbered. So I look over there. It looks like we're good. The only enemy over there is not blocking our capture. He's working on the crystal by himself. Then we got 2 over here fighting our ally. We're not going to try to save him and kill them. We're going to make as much progress as we can on their crystals, on their core, before they destroy me. So we're just going to go in here. I'm not even going to shoot back at them because they're going to auto heal. I just want to cut as many crystals as I can off of this core. So I'm going to do my circles, stay moving. As you can see, I'm incredibly heavily damaged, and we have full mobility. We've got enough guns for to have maximum firepower, and we were down to 4% health. So at the end of this video, I'm going to go back and I'm going to explain how you can build bots that do that. And most people who watch these videos probably already know how to do that, but I'm going to show you in slow motion what happens. There's really nothing left in depth of this video. We're going to win the match before I actually get anywhere. We really turned this match around. It started off pretty bad, but I didn't rage at the allies or tell them they were dumb. I just reacted and I just gave a very short bit of advice in chat, if you notice, and that was it. I said all we really need to do is hold near at this point, just to play it safe. So the match is over. We're going to go back and replay some of that, the final raid on their base. So as you can see, I'm starting to take a barrage of chain gun fire and a barrage of plasma too from above. I am getting annihilated in their base right now. Look how fast my health is dropping, even though we're on slow motion. But if you notice, I keep most of my guns through that. And if you look closely, they're all mounted to rods. They're mounted on 3-block tall rods. That's a great way to keep your weapons. There's also another way that you're going to see here when I turn around again. Rods are my favorite way, but there's also another way. As you can see, my front end is really heavily damaged, but those gun blocks, they're still there. The orange blocks that those guns are sitting on are still there even after everything around them has been destroyed. And that's because I took prisms and mounted them with the point facing inward towards those blocks so that there's no block connection on the top layer there. It's the layer underneath, so you have to go 2 layers down to shoot the blocks that those are mounted to. That way you maintain those guns. They stay on your bot, obviously, a lot longer than they would if you just had straight full cube connections. We're down to 4%. We've still got 4 guns and 4 wheels. That's pretty darn good. That's about as good as you could hope for. Down to 3%, still alive in here. Got 4 guns, 4 wheels. So there's a little pointer on how to build and maintain your guns. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.